Revelation 3667. From the 25th of January 1946. Light bearers. Eclipse on Earth. All good spirits are eagerly working to increase the light on Earth in order to pave the way for people's souls into the spiritual kingdom. The darkness is almost impenetrable. The little lights are obscured by shadows so that their rays can only be weakly effective. And that is why the beings of light of the spiritual kingdom are constantly endeavoring to increase their radiance. For darkness will become so great on earth that even the bearers of light will be forced to cover themselves so that their light will not be completely extinguished. For this is the will of men, who are under Satan's power. But God's will does not permit his light from the heavens to be darkened, to be extinguished, and the earth to sink into complete darkness. And therefore countless spiritual beings are active on his behalf in every way. They constantly protect the bearers of light. They constantly supply them with light and strength. They work on the bearers of light in a particularly obvious way in order to strengthen their light, in order to make them able to let the light shine. For once the light shines, it also illuminates the surrounding area as soon as the bearer of light is strong enough to chase away the beings of darkness. And he will be able to do this with God's support if he makes use of his strength, if he himself allows the light to penetrate him so that it illuminates him from within and gives him strength to defeat all opposition. A person who is constantly accompanied by beings of light from the spiritual kingdom will possess a rich mental treasure. He will live more in the spiritual kingdom than in the earthly world. He himself will be so permeated by light that no darkness will frighten him any more, but that he will also take up the battle with darkness because it will not seem hopeless to him. He will be driven from within to bring in light, to enlighten his fellow human beings, to introduce them to the blessing of light and the curse of darkness, and thus, driven by the beings of light, he will diligently endeavor to give light himself, so that his fellow human beings' souls will recognize the path which leads upwards, into the kingdom of light. And this work must be done as long as the bearers of light are not yet completely prevented from their work by the world, by worldly-minded people who have great power in the coming time and seek to extinguish every light. But where God is working and countless spiritual beings are active on his behalf, it will be impossible for the light to be extinguished. Only this also requires the willingness of God's servants. It requires profound faith and industrious work for his kingdom. Then the densest darkness will not be able to diminish the luminosity of the light from above or even completely cancel it out. And therefore every bearer of light on earth is blessed. Therefore every bearer of light on earth will be under the special protection of God and his spiritual beings. And he will never need to fear having to give up his spiritual activity on earth, for this is his mission which he will fulfill with God's strength, so that souls will still be saved, so that they will find the path to the kingdom of light and be able to walk it despite the densest darkness on earth. Amen.